What's going on, Internet? Sean here, Mahalo.com. Now, by the looks of it, I'd like to learn a little bit more about the IDE connection on your motherboard. So let's check it out. Now, when we say IDE connection, we're talking about this connection right here. And depending on the motherboard you have, you can have anywhere from 1 IDE to 4 IDE or something of that nature. Now, IDE is kind of a slower, older standard where you connect an IDE cable to, let's say, a hard drive or a CD drive, for instance. Nowadays, we're using a little bit faster connections like SATA. So that's why on this motherboard, we have 6 SATA connections and 1 IDE. And one other thing too about these IDE connections is the IDE plug is actually set up with a groove on one end. So we have a groove in the middle right here. Also, on your IDE cables, there's a little single pinhole that's filled. That's so it'll fit in this one little empty spot right here. So you can't plug it in the wrong way. So if you can't plug in your IDE and you say, hey, there's this thing in the way or whatnot, don't shave any parts off, don't pull anything off, because that's bad. Just don't do that. One other thing too about IDE versus SATA is our IDE connection we can have on our cable. I can simply have this one connection go to two devices, because I'll have a connection on one part of the line and then like a secondary on another part of the line. So let's say, for instance, we had this cable plugged into, let's say, 2 DVD burners. Now, if I wanted, I could set these for cable select, and then one of these would be master, the other one would be slave, and connect directly to our IDE. Whereas with SATA, we have to have one device per connection. So, older style, slower, but, you know, still works. Alright guys, now you know about the IDE connection on your motherboard. Alright, now remember, just click on one of the items on the motherboard to learn more information about that item. And like always guys, if you have a request from me, just send it on over to requests@mahalo.com.